So Squid is a web proxy that we are providing uh, a lot of feature through the HTTP or FTP protocol. Uh, then you can monitor the network traffic. So if you want to install a Squid apt-get install a Squid. Install, sorry. Now, a Squid configuration is a very large file. Look, cd etc squid, and here is located squid.conf, nano squid.conf is around 9,149 lines. It's a very huge file. And looking inside this type of file, you should do Control W. You see that where is Control W? So I do Control W. The first things that I want to show you is HTTP underline port. This one. By default, Squid. Let me uh, show the next one. So look, once you want to search for the next HTTP underline port, you press Control W, and you see that by default is HTTP underline port. You don't need to write it again, type it again here. You just hit enter, goes to the second one. If you do it faster, it goes to the next one, next one, next one, next one. Then, because I know this configuration, so look, by default, this one, Squid, is using port 3128. That's the default port number. But if you want to change that port number to any port number, because sometimes it happens that, for example, your network configuration is different, you're not allowed to use that port, so then you can change it from here. So that's first configuration that we have. And the other piece that we have here is this one, Control W, and it is cache underline directory. So what is that? Actually is your this cache directory that you're using. So let me bring that the main one, and then I'm gonna talk about that one because there are many cache directory. You can search based on a specific look is located here. Specific things like UFS or the number, but it depends on the how many items you have in this file. They will show up under your search result. So I'll uncomment this section, and that means that now I enable the cache also um, under var spool squid. Okay, so then I'm gonna save this file systemctl restart squid, sorry. Um, if there isn't any error on your document, then it will restart this file. What happens? So usually on your browser, if you look at your browser, where is my browser? Here. Your browser, there is a setting on your browser. Let's go to settings. And then here, check for proxy. And then go to proxy. And then we can set the proxy based on the configuration that we have. Like here, you can put 127.0.0.1. A port number that we set for Squid was 8888, right? And you can say use HTTPS for this one. And that means that is using the other protocol for this part. Um, so that means, what does it mean? That means that now if I want to reach to google.com, okay, Squid is between Google servers. How? Look, now I can go to log, tail dash F var log, tail dash F means end of that file. And Squid, this is Squid logs. If I go to any website, it will generate the logs here. For example, let's go to yahoo.com, for example. Look, it will generate some logs. That means that you're seeing what I am surfing on the net. If I go, for example, to Facebook also, you can see what I am doing. So this is a Facebook website and the server. So you see, between the internet, you enable a proxy, and that proxy talks to internet. And this way, actually, you can monitor the network. Also, that Squid is not only this. Let me show you some usage of Squid. One of the usage that we have under Squid is this one. Look, sudo dash s etc nano etc. Let's come back to that file again. Squid and squid.conf. This one is that large file. So if you search for now this this word safe underline ports. So here basically you have ACL access list. Who can serve, who cannot. Okay. And then under this ACL you can create your custom ACL, right? I'm gonna put it here probably here. Like I add ACL Talebi, for example, my name, destination no, domain, destination domain Talebi.ca. That means that I'm creating access list to reach my domain name. HTTP access deny that access list. The access list name is Talebi. Okay, now save this file and then restart system. Where is that? System CTL restart Squid. Okay, so we have this log file here. That's searching my log file, and this one actually is restarting the Squid. I am now. I want to reach my website, Halabi.ca. Let me see that one is still doing restarting that configuration because it's a very large file. It takes time. Oh, you see that? I got an error that shows that I have an error here. Maybe um, let me see that I search for this error to see that what that error means. So it tell you that you have HTTP underline access. Oh, I have a typo here. You see that? HTTP underline access should be to see. I have a typo, so come back to this file and then save underline port, and then I'm gonna add here one more C, and then it should be okay. Destination domain. So I restart. Sorry, I restart this one. Now it's gonna be restarted. So let's now look at my website. And also this log is open here. I just want to show you what happened. First of all, I cannot reach to my website because access is denied. And also under logs, you can verify that, okay, this website TCP deny. You see that? So this way, actually on your network, you can allow user to visit some website on a specific time or deny it. So there is like a timing that you can play with that timing and then deny your users to reach to the internet. There is one of the good advantage of also a Squid here, which is NCSA underline authentication. So let me clear my screen. So if you don't have Apache 2, you should install it because I don't have it now. Um, and service engine X stop. I don't want to use it engine X. Service Apache 2 start. So if you just check the Apache status, now should be running, active and running. That's okay. So I clear my screen. Um, this module that I am telling you is kind of authentication. So you add authentication to your Squid configuration file. So that configuration is located here. So if you locate ncsa dot underscore authentication, where is that? You cannot find it. So then let's update DB. Doesn't have that one on. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna apt-get install locate first because it doesn't have locate. And then locate this file. Doesn't have update DB is updating the database. That means that's this index. And then look, now it will tell me that one of them is located here. I'm gonna copy this path because I'm using this one in the configuration file. So let me clear my screen. Nano etc squid squid.conf, this file. Now I'm looking for authentication prompt and prompt basic. So that one, yeah. See located here. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna uncomment this section and say the authentication prompt basic. I'm using this program. This program, I copy a line, that one, paste it here. So this path and the password that I am containing, it is under pass WD, or you can put it under password here. So then you go to this line again, save underline ports. So I don't need this access list now. I comment this section and I add another access list. That access list, I call it authenticated proxy and then required and then HTTP underline access allow authenticated. So the name of access list is authenticated, and then I'm enabling authentication under this when you want to reach to the internet. Okay, then that means that you should enter username password. So htpasswd is as a module from Apache that you're using under Squid to set the password here on this folder. And the username that I'm using is Hamid, so password I set a password for Hamid, and then system ctl restart Squid. So what happens now? If I want to reach to any website, then I should enter username password, which is that user is Hamid and the password that I have set here. Let's see that we have an error or not at this part. Um, it takes, yeah, that's good. So look now, if I want to reach, for example, to Facebook, it's asking what's the username password. I cannot reach to that website until you enter the correct username password. Once you enter it, then you don't need to enter that. For example, you can reach to this website, right? Or any website that is listed on the internet. So this way, with a Squid, also here we have logs. Look, transaction, Google, whatever you went to any website, you see that you can see the logs here. And there is also um, another program that you can add to a Squid, and then you can have a was that graphical dashboard.